Well, let's get into that forecast for you. See how it's going to change over the next couple of days. We're going to start with this time lapse of Pismo Beach. Started out with some low clouds and fog this morning, and then it cleared quite nicely by this afternoon. Those south-facing beaches, there's like Avila Beach and Pismo Beach, pretty clear this afternoon. And we are seeing it change slowly over the next couple of days from those very high temperatures we saw over the weekend. Higher pressure weakening a bit, moving off to the east, and we're seeing some cooler temps as a result. 76 in Santa Barbara today for a high, 66 in Santa Maria, 83 in San Ynez. Paso Robles about 93 in San Luis Obispo 76. So these are pretty close to what we typically see for this time of year. We're going to drop another couple of degrees though over the next few days. It is down to about 84 right now in Paso Robles, so cooling off fairly quickly. 90 in Shandon, 70s for those coastal valleys, and then 60s for some of the beaches. Cambria at 66. Current temperature in Isla Vista 76 and 75 in Santa Barbara. San Ynez still at 82 degrees this afternoon or this evening. Here's a look at your forecast model. The winds continuing out of the northwest. We're going to slowly see some fog spreading back in again this evening, pushing into areas like Santa Maria, San Luis Obispo, those coastal valleys, but not very much past that. So we're not going to see fog and low clouds, for instance, in San Ynez area, but we will see that moving in as we head over the next couple of days. So maybe not tonight, but tomorrow night we'll see an increase in the marine layer depth, and we can see it getting into more of the interior valleys. Here is the satellite radar picture from today, and we do have higher pressure in the Four Corners region. You can see all of this moisture circulating around it. It's pulling in some tropical moisture from really Mexico, South America, and that is spreading some moisture into the eastern parts of California, producing some thunderstorm activity, really, especially in San Diego this afternoon and up into Los Angeles County. Some of that could spread toward the Cuyama Valley over the next few days as well. Temperature, or rather humidities, are up as a result of that, so it felt a little muggy out there today. 26 in Paso Robles, 23 in Shandon for the humidities right now, 55% in San Luis Obispo and 63 in Santa Maria. Oftentimes we're in the single digits in terms of relative humidities, especially inland. Very, very dry. So this moisture is making it feel a little different out there today. Also some breezy winds, but not too bad. Below advisory levels, 18-mile-per-hour winds right now in Paso Robles and 15 in Shandon, 14 in Santa Maria, 16 in San Ynez, 12 in Santa Barbara. High temperatures for tomorrow, then we're going to be another few degrees cooler than today. So the high in Paso Robles is expected to be 90. That's below what we typically see for this time of year. 76 in San Luis Obispo, 73 in Santa Maria, and 75 in Santa Barbara. So it's going to be kind of a Central Coast day tomorrow, maybe a touch more humid, and we could see some clouds for the interior valleys, maybe thunderstorm activity for our extreme inland areas. We're looking at 60s for the most part at the beaches, 62 in Cambria, 62 in Morro Bay, but touching up into the 70s again for the south-facing beaches. Areas like Avila Beach and Pismo Beach could be a bit warmer. 64 in Los Osos, 66 in Arroyo Grande and Pomo, 73 degrees, 90s for Shandon and California Valley, and we're looking at mainly 70s for the south coast with some 80s still for the San Ynez and Solvang areas. Here's your extended forecast. Going to see things cooling down tomorrow and Wednesday, warming back up again as we head into the weekend. So upper 90s again for Saturday and Sunday in Paso Robles. We're going to drop into the mid 70s for San Luis Obispo, back into the lower 80s for the weekend. Santa Maria and Santa Barbara should be mainly mid 70s, maybe a couple of degrees warmer as we head into the weekend.